Hey, Todd Toback here, and in this video, I'm going to share with you 3 ways that you can hire an acquisition specialist in your real estate wholesaling business right now. Okay, you can do this right now. It's funny, I just got off a coaching call with our next level wholesaling coaching students, and we've got some people who are starting to hire people and really escape their businesses. And then there's some other people who were kind of on the edge, right? Wondering, hey, am I ready to hire an acquisition specialist in my real estate wholesaling business? Well, I can tell you it absolutely is an amazing day. The first day that you can do that, we can hire that person and start to extract yourself from your business. Now, before I get into today's video, make sure this is the first time you're visiting to go to nextlevelwholesaling.com, and you can download the Next Level Wholesaling Business Assessment. This is going to tell you exactly where you are in your business. So if you're wondering, hey, am I ready to hire somebody? Where am I at on the scale from brand new wholesaler to someone who's operating at a really high level? Okay, you want to download that assessment at nextlevelwholesaling.com. It's going to ask you some key questions, and it's going to spit out a score for you to tell you exactly where you are. Okay, so how to hire someone, or 3 ways that you can hire somebody right now. Well, I'm going to tell you a story. In the last video, I shared with you 3 ways that you know it's time to hire someone in your real estate wholesaling business. Okay, well, if you already know it's time, you're thinking maybe there are reasons why you can't do it, right? All these things are going through your head. Well, the first reason why most people say I can't hire somebody is that they say, well, I don't have enough leads for this person, right? I'm starting out and I don't have enough leads in my wholesaling business. The second thing is that people think, well, I don't have enough money. How am I going to afford salaries and, the overhead, and cash strapped as it is, right? And the third thing that people don't think about, right, is, hey, I don't have the experience, right? Who's going to come work for me? I'm brand new and I just haven't earned it yet. All right, those are like the 3 main objections. And I want to just totally blow those out of the water, because the time to hire an acquisition specialist in your business, okay, that is if you want to get out of hustler mode, and if you want to own a business and you don't want to be running around like a chicken with your head cut off working 24/7, okay, is right now. You've got to hire some of them right now. Those are the 3 main objections. By the way, if you don't know who I am and why I'm qualified to speak about this, my name is Todd Toback, and I've wholesaled close to 1,000 houses in one of the most competitive markets in the United States, San Diego, California, and 95% of those were locked up by somebody other than me. Okay, in other words, an acquisition specialist who worked inside and alongside our organizations. And I teach people, okay, how to extract themselves out of their wholesaling business so they can have true freedom in their business and take that money and invest it into cash producing assets. Okay, so let's get back to those 3 things. When I hired my first acquisition specialist, I went into that in my last video. I did not have any experience. Okay, I did not have any experience whatsoever locking up wholesale deals, okay, via direct mail. Okay, and I'm going to actually get into this here in a second. Okay, and not in the way that you think. Okay, so my second acquisition specialist, his name was Noah Castillon, right? You could probably private message him if you want, but Noah came to work with me, and I had all 3 of these things, right? I'd only been wholesaling seriously for about 3 months, right? I've only been wholesaling for 3 months, and Brian was already working for us. Before that, I had only locked up a couple of wholesale deals, and I had started to spread the word. I'd committed that I wanted to hire somebody, right? And once you commit, that's the first step, okay, is that you must commit to say, I want to extract myself out of my wholesale business. So you got to say, I'm going to do this, okay, even before I'm ready, because I promise you, you are never going to be quote unquote ready. You're never going to have enough experience. You're never going to have to have enough money in the bank. You're never going to have all the leads that you need. None of that is going to happen. All of that is going to be a byproduct of you generating more revenue because you have an acquisition specialist in your business, okay? Probably, if you're a one-man operation, my guess is this. you've got some calls coming in, you can't really follow up properly, you might take a little too long to get back to the sellers, you're running around meeting with a title company, the buyers, you're all over the place and your head is starting to spin, right? The purpose of the acquisition specialist is now to take this major thing off your plate so you can be free. By the way, let me know what market you are from. If you could type that in the comments, right? Let me know what market you're from. I'd love to hear where you're watching from. Very, very, very engaging for me. So let me know, please. So you may be wondering, okay, Todd, you've got the second acquisition specialist. What do we do? All right. So I looked in this and we did not have that much cash flow, not a whole lot of leads, and I didn't have any experience. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to bring Noah on, 100% commission. I sold them on the vision, right? Sold them on the vision. I told them I was going to teach him. I was going to coach him. We decided that we were going to put him in a new marketing channel that we currently were not utilizing. For us at the time, I had a good friend. His name was Brock Kelly. And Brock Kelly was working with real estate agents at the time. That's how he exclusively got his deals. And I said, Brock, how do you get deals? He goes, we just call up real estate agents and ask them if they have pocket listings. That's all we do. And I say, great. Is that all you say? He said, yeah. You got to make sure they're the listing agent. I had no experience doing this. I had no idea what to do. I said, Noah, we're going to bring you on. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to call up real estate agents and start asking for pocket listings, right? Here's a list of real estate agents. I want you to get on the phone. I want you to call them. I want you to text them. And I want you to follow up with them until you find someone who's got a deal, right? That's all I want you to do. Now, keep in mind here, okay, I had never done this strategy. I did not have a base salary for Noah, okay? And I did not have the leads, right? I had no leads. All I had was a list of real estate agents, right? So no leads, no experience, and no salary. None of those things. I was not ready to hire Noah, but I was committed, right? I had those three excuses all going for me, right? And I could say, you know what? I'm going to throw in the towel. But let me tell you what happened. I made the decision to hire Noah. By the way, this is my second acquisition specialist, right? My first was Brian. Same scenario, by the way. I'd only locked up a couple of wholesale deals, didn't really have enough marketing coming in, had no marketing coming in, right? And I didn't have any leads for him at the time. So Noah came on, first 2 or 3 weeks was kind of slow. We started to build momentum. Week 3 or 4, we had some real estate agents who said, hey, you know what? I've got something coming up, right? Keep following up with me, right? Noah kept on going. Week 4, week 5, boom, week 6. By the way, that week 6 mark is kind of like the magic point. If you're starting from nothing, if you've got no momentum, boom, Noah locked up his first deal from a real estate agent. I'm telling you, it was beautiful. I think we made like $23,000. And remember this, I had no experience, didn't really have that much cash flow. I had no leads, okay? But I was committed to having Noah succeed. Now, the beauty of this is that year, that same year, Noah made our company about $500,000, right? Noah got a very generous commission out of that, and then we got to keep the rest of that net profit. And it was awesome, right? And we did that over and over and over. I got to work with Noah for a couple of years, and we brought on some new people. And so we repeated that process. Okay, so you might say, Todd, 3 ways that you can hire someone right now. What are those 3 ways? Well, number 1, you've got to commit. That's very, 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 very important. Okay, so commit. Say, I want to get out of this business. I want to extract myself. I want to be a business owner and not a business. I don't want to be a hustler. Okay. So number 2 is you got to make sure this person has leads in some way, right? So you have to kind of provide them a way to get leads, right? Or give them your dead leads. So you could take the dead leads that you have in your database, right? The people who you haven't been following up with, people who called 2 years ago. I don't care how you get them. You can extract them out of Google Voice or your CRM or wherever it is, or from your old phone records. Extract them and have an acquisition specialist call them. Or you can send out new marketing, or you could just have them call real estate agents to do deals, okay? There's no money that is required to do that, okay? Now, 3, you might say, Todd, I don't have salary, right? I don't have money for a salary. Well, I can tell you the third way is you don't have to bring people on salary. You could bring them on 100% commission. You've got to bring value though, right? You can't expect someone to work inside your organization and you bring no value. So what is that? What is the value that you can bring? By the way, do me a favor. If this is the first time you're watching this and you haven't been over to our website, head on over to nextlevelwholesaling.com, because you might be thinking, am I ready? Right? And if you are wondering if you're ready, download the assessment. This is the Next Level Wholesaling Business Assessment. It's going to tell you exactly where you're at in your real estate journey. It's going to ask some questions. It's going to spit out a number. It's going to say, hey, you know what? I got to get out of this business. I've got to, when I mean get out, I mean get to a higher level. Raise yourself. Okay, so now that you're a business owner, and that's where the business can start to earn real money. Okay, it cannot earn money when you're in real estate hustler mode. I'm telling you. All right, go to the website, download the assessment. By the way, if this is good stuff, if you like this, give me a thumbs up on Facebook or give me a wow face. I would love for that. Okay, now I'm going to get a little bit into, briefly, I'm going to make another video on how you can start, okay, to look for people. Because to start to look for people and to start to recruit people, you got to start that now. All right, so one thing that is huge right now, if I had to suggest one way for you to find somebody on 100% commission who wants to work for you, and you can slip them right into that agent role, looking for agents if you don't have enough direct mail leads, is to start getting out there on social media. Okay, so right now what I'm doing is I'm communicating with you on social media, right? It could be YouTube, it could be Facebook Live, and you got to tell people what you do. And you might be like, Todd, what do I talk about? I don't know. It could be anything that's going on in your business, right? For me, I'm talking about how to hire acquisition specialists at this moment, right? But if you've got a deal, I'd talk about a deal. If you want to talk about personal development, and by the way, make sure you create a business page, right? Make sure it's on a business page, not a personal page. You can share it on your personal page, but it should be on a business page. Talk about how you're talking to motivated sellers. Talk about how you train people how to make more money, right? Meeting with homeowners, right? Say I get to work with people every single day, teaching them how to buy houses from homeowners and help people in the process, right? Whatever it is, show your latest gnarly project you're rehabbing. If you're in that business, if you got a rental property, talk about the rental property business. But people are going to be attracted to you and want to work with you. Okay, so here are my 3 points. Number 1, commit. Number 2, your excuses about no leads. That isn't true. And number 3, the excuse about working and having to have salary. You don't have to have that, all right? So you could do all 3. You could hire them right now. I would use social media to start to attract people. You can use job ads and things like that. But my number 1 takeaway here is social media, all right? So do me a favor. Again, if you have not been over to Next Level Wholesaling, head on over there, download the assessment right now, take the test, and I know that you're going to absolutely blow your mind, and it's probably going to tell you, hey, you know what? I've got to hire somebody right now, all right? Talk to you soon. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment. Talk to you next time. Bye.